Hello YouTube land. Oh my goodness. This is Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. And I'm going to tell you, this is the third time I'm making this video. So good Lord, I hope it works this time. So say a little prayer, cross your fingers. If you're seeing it, that means it worked. So yay. So first I want to start off with kind of an excuse. I did not have a lot of crocheting time this weekend. So there's not a lot to show you, but first I want to start with, I have a little bit of a question. I have I need help and advice from much more experienced crocheters than I. So we all know that I have this scarf thing that I wanted to make, and thanks to several or a couple of my viewers, I have learned that this is called a reader. And it's like a scarf with a back. And it's got pockets. And then it's got very cool fringe. Now this was given to me as a gift. I know it was a store-bought purchase. And I believe it's knitted, not crocheted. And it's wonderful. And I want to make one. And I have purchased yarn, which I have in 4 different colors, this being one of them, that I want to make it with. And this yarn is the yarn from my discount store, Dreamweaver yarn. So I have no information as to if it's a 5 or a 6 or what hook size to use. But I believe that it is at least a 5, maybe a 6. Look at the width of that yarn. This yarn, oh wait, let me grab some right here. This yarn is Belle from Stitch Studio. It is a 6. I think the Belle is a little bit thicker, but not much. They say to use with this a 9mm hook. So I think this might only be a 5, so probably a smaller hook. Hook size isn't the big issue just for crocheting this part. I have 4 of these skeins of this color, and I have, when they just recently had it at my store, I bought one of every color, well, most every color that they had. So it's the maroon, I bought a rust, I bought a gray, and I bought a white. When I got home, I found that I had 2 more of these. So I have 4 of these. So I've decided that I'm going to make the body of the scarf in this, or the reader. I am working on that Flora crochet along from Mikey at Yarn Inspirations. And this month's pattern is this. They call it a clock. I think he's just calling it a clock. So I'm thinking I really like this pattern. And I could easily use 3 or 4 different colors with this. Last month's pattern was this. And I like this one as well. But I like this one because I was crocheting this and I thought this would be really cool to make this kind of pattern be the back part of this scarf. Right here. This part. Now, the back part is bigger. The back part on my actual made reader is bigger than this. This is made with worsted weight yarn, like a 4, and a 6mm crochet hook. And I'm sorry, I do the numbers. Numbers make sense to me. The letters, I can't figure it out. So here's what I need the help with. And let me tell you, my clothes are a bit disheveled, but I did start this video at like 8 o'clock this morning. Well, 10 o'clock this morning, and I look decent. Now it's 7 o'clock at night, and hopefully this one does work, but I look a little more disheveled. So, back to the problem. If I make this with, say, a 9mm hook, it'll be bigger. I get that. Bigger yarn, bigger hook, bigger project. I want it to still be loose. Like this is a looseness to it. So then I was thinking maybe a 10mm hook for the back. I don't know. What do you think? people with more knowledge than me. Then that's the first dilemma. What size hook do I use to make the back? And I know I could make it, you know, just crochet the sides a little bit wider, more, before I put the edge on, just go, you know, more double crochets along here. And that wouldn't be a problem either. You know, just make the circle and then make it wider on the sides. That I could do. And the reason that I liked this project, this circle, better, and I'm sure there's other circles that I could do, but this one I'm sure I can make easily because I've made it a couple times now. So the pattern that Mikey is making says make 2 of the clock. So here's my second clock. It's not obviously done. And I'm using right now Caron cakes on it. So each one is a little bit different, but still the same. And I'll tell you, I used 1 Caron cake on all 5 of these. Just started the second Caron cake on the end of this one. And I know, and so this is just like now it's got to go to the cream color. So now the second problem or question, what I need help with. I want to make the pocket. So if I do like a 10mm hook for the back, and then if I went down to like a 6mm hook, would that make this design small enough, even with the bigger yarn, to fit the pocket? I don't know. And would it be really difficult to use a 6mm hook on a 5 to 6 weight yarn? I don't know. I've never tried it. So I need advice on this before I waste my time and get frustrated and want to throw it away. Or the second option, which I really kind of like too, is to, again, use a smaller hook. I think I need to go like larger size hook on the back panel. Well, usually on a worsted weight, don't you use like a 5 to a 6? And we're using a 6 on the worsted weight. So if this yarn should have a 9, then maybe I should use a 10mm hook to give it the same looseness. I don't know if that's the right term, but that's what makes sense to me. So anyway, I also don't dislike, I kind of actually really do like, and might just do it regardless, use the pocket and only make a circle and have the pocket be a circle. So what do you guys think of that idea? Because, well, I held it up earlier this morning. I didn't have all this in here, and the circle was only like this big, and it kind of fit. If you shorten up the circle to like the ridge area, it kind of fits on the pocket of this pocket. And I thought, ooh, a circular pocket's kind of cool. Then I did crochet more on it, then more of the day went on, and I couldn't finish it yet. And it won't get finished tonight because I have to go to bed soon. I get up at 2 in the morning, so 8 o'clock is bedtime. So anyway, I'm thinking circular pocket, but either way, I think I have to go smaller hook. And how will that work out? Please help me with my dilemma. Comments would be appreciated. So just so you know, I'm thinking I'm going to do the whole square with all 4 colors, and this peekaboo spot here, like the accent spot for my reader. I want to do the accent part on the maroon color, and the whole rest of it will be in the other colors. And then the main body of the scarf will only be the maroon color. You know, the actual scarf part, only the maroon color, because at least that's the plan. So that then when the circles come on the pocket or the square, I mean, I'm all right with the square if I can make it fit, because I don't really want the scarf to be much bigger, the scarf part to be much bigger around or wider than what this one is. So if I did this in a smaller, it would have to be a lot smaller probably to make it fit on that square pocket area. So please help me with that. I am beseeching your knowledge. So that's enough of that. Then real quick, I'll just show you what I've been working on. My finished are almost finished projects. These first ones are completely done. You know, I made the candy dish covers I showed you before. So now it's a new holiday. And my granddaughter is requesting a new design for her candy jar. So this is the Memorial 4th of July Labor Day. Crack out all of those with one design. I kind of like that. And this is the one that my oldest granddaughter has picked out that she wants for her candy dish. So I put, and the design is just like an upside down basket. You know, flat circle and then just single crochet all the way around. The applique stars are from Jayda and Stitches. She has a whole applique section, and so I did borrow hers. The original, my original design for doing the candy was from Creative Grandma. I don't want to like try to trample on anybody. She did those wonderful Santa Clauses at Christmas time. So that was, but hers are for toilet covers. Well, I'm not putting it on my toilet seat. And I didn't expect my family would either. So I found candy jars. And so we did candy jar covers. And then my granddaughter said, I want one for every holiday and every season, blah, blah, blah. So we're doing like every other. So this is for another one of the family members. This is all acrylic except for I couldn't find a variegated red, white, and blue patriotic in acrylic yarn. So I put kitchen cotton on it. It looks fine. I think my granddaughter will like that. Different granddaughter. Then I made this one. My daughter-in-law, and son just redid their basement, or finished their basement for the first time. And they did a nautical theme for their basement, navy and white. Or cream, actually. So I made this for them. And I think she'll display it, actually. Because it's got the anchor on there. Again, applique by Jayda and Stitches. And then the one that I have done for myself is also out of the cotton. I think it's a Premier cotton that I found. Or it might be the Sugar and Spice or whatever one that is. Anyway, I did this. I think I'm going to probably put a red or a blue star on it. But by the time I got through 4 of them, I was tired of this. And I'll tell you, the star applique was the easiest thing in the world to make. She did a really great job of explaining, and it was easy, fabulous. Sewing them on inside the circle is a pain in the rear end, to be quite honest. And that is actually why I didn't make another one, because that means I got to sew it on, and I'm not having fun with that. So it might just stay red, white, and blue like this, because my husband doesn't care. And then I am also working on my wrap from Bag O' Day Crochet. It's a beautiful wrap. It's a beautiful yarn. I'm using the DK colors, and this color is Tulip. This is my 3rd cake. This is all the deeper it is. After 2 cakes. I'm really disappointed with that. I love the DK Colors yarn. I love the color of this. I love the feel of it. The DK Colors yarn I think is just wonderful, wonderful yarn. It's just thin. Which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It just takes a lot of crochet time. It's not a quick project with a number 3 yarn. And I find that even though I'm drawn to wanting to crochet these, to buy those yarns because they're so pretty and they're so soft, I'm finding that crocheting with them is tedious. I get bored. So that's why I started more whips, I started this, 2 cakes ago, two and a little cakes ago. And I work on it one day, and then it's like, okay, I'm bored with that one now, so now I have to do something else. So, but I am not the fastest crocheter in the world, and when everything that I do is something new because I've been crocheting that long. I mean, the stitches might be the same, but the patterns are all different. And since I don't read a written pattern, everything is tutorial, then I don't know, I guess I should start writing down the row repeats when it's more than one, because it takes a lot longer to crochet it if you have to re-go through the video, get yourself to the right spot. And not that I'm complaining about it, but if I could remember the patterns better, then it would go much faster. So, that being said, I think that's everything. Oh, I did want to do a couple of shout outs. Nonna's Stitching Lounge. She has a really cute channel. She's really, she's been crocheting a long time. She whips up stuff so quickly. It just amazes me. And she does a lot of comparison and review videos too. She's from Canada. She doesn't get all the kinds of yarns that we do here in the U.S. But anyway, I'm finding her very interesting, and she's a newer channel. And then there's Yolanda, the Crochet Addict. Give her a look. She's just hit I think just hit 100 subscribers this weekend, I think. So she's new and struggling artist here. So give her a shout out. She's doing a giveaway right now. I hope it's not over yet. I don't think so, because I think she just put it on maybe Thursday or Friday. So get involved and get her video, get her get into her subscriber giveaway. That's what we got. Okay, I'm done. Hopefully this works. Cross your fingers. Have a great day or night. Bye.